Hi guys, Vedant here, and we have kept our channel alive for such a long time now. Let's go. I've realized that if I tell you what number the video is, it dates my videos, and I think I can't upload it after another video. Like for example, I can't upload a video where I say it's my third video on, and on the sixth number. So yeah, that's that. Okay, let's kill that topic and let's get straight on to the point. I'm going to tell you a great news today. My favorite manga of 2023 is getting an anime adaptation in 2025. Well, it's not going to get an adaptation in 2025, I think, but the announcement has been made in 2025, and it's just a great news. I will reveal the name for the manga, and the name for the manga is, it's a long name, let me remember it. The guy I fell in love wasn't a guy at all. In Japanese, it's known as, wait, let me read it, it's a long name. Kini ni natteru Hitoko Otoko Janagatta, I think. It's written by Sumiko Rai. It was first published on Twitter. I mean X, not Twitter, X, my bad. X, and then it was then published on Pixiv Comics, I believe. And then the GOAT, the sponsor of Trash Taste, coming in at the clutch, Kadokawa, realized what a gem it was, and they picked it up, and then it became a print manga, and it was sold, and I think there are two volumes. So it's one of my favorite mangas from 2023. Probably hashtag one. As a Yuri, what's Yuru? As a Yuri connoisseur myself, I have to say I love my Yuris, and it's great to see a great acceptance of LGBTQ plus communities in the anime industries, and it's just great to see that it's being as widely adapted as widely followed, probably not adapted as it is. And I think it's mainly because it has a very unique premise in a way where the element of music plays a big role in the story and how the characters connect, and that there's a very, very, very visual, like unique visual communication design style. As a design student myself, I'm not in graphic design unfortunately, but as a design student myself, I really noticed that it has a great like VC, like visual communication style there, and it's just great at communicating what it does. And that brings me on the point of why I'm scared about the adaptation. I don't think any detail about the adaptation has been revealed, like who is the director, what's the team, what's the studio, who's going to like adapt it. I think it's Kadoka. I have no idea. I'll check on it. I'll update you on the comments. In the comments, go check the comments below. So yeah, that's a problem. I feel like it will be very, very, very hard to translate the style of the manga, the vibe of the manga, if you can say that, into an animation style or anime style. And I feel like if they pull it off, it's going to be great, and if they don't pull it off, it's going to be shit. So I feel like right now the chances are 50-50. It's both on extreme ends. It's either going to be really good or it's not going to be good. Anyways, so that's that. I'll tell you a few reasons of why this manga became famous. This manga first was released in 2022, I believe, but I picked it up in 2023. 2023 was a good year. I'm getting nostalgic for 2023 now. Okay, not the point, not the point. Let that be, let that be. So yeah, I'll tell you. First of all, I feel like the romance it has a very unique sense of romance in a way where it's wholesome, but it's wholesome in a very, very, very slow burn way. I feel like it goes on a very slow pace where both characters still are not dating, and I'm not going to reveal the plot, but the character still does not know the big secret the last time I read it. And yeah, due to that, there has been a problem in my eyes where I haven't seen them getting laid, and I feel like every chapter, after every chapter, your reaction is going to be like, oh, just get laid already. And well, yeah, that's a major point in it. I feel like that plays a huge role where the story is very flowery, where the very like wholesome, but at the same time it maintains a very thin balance between the story so that it does not feel like overly wholesome, like the fragrant flower, or like skip and loafer. I feel like another manga did it perfectly well. I think it was named The Girl I Smoke With Behind the Supermarket, where a person smokes with the girl behind the supermarket. Even that's very wholesome. The manga is very wholesome, but they maintain a fine line between too flowery wholesome and just normally wholesome, I guess. So yeah, that's that. And that's that. I talked about the visual communication style. I believe it's one of the main reasons on why it's getting famous. And it has oh right, I forgot about this. It has such an unique identity that in the community it's often called as the green yuri. People might not know the name of the series because it's just so big. The name is pretty big. The guy I fell in love with isn't a guy at all. And I think it's been abbreviated into a short form, but it's still like PB. So yeah, that's a problem. And to I think what it combats in a way where everyone now knows it as a green Yuri. Like I have met people who I talk about the manga and they're like, which manga are you talking about? Can you describe in the story? And I go like, yeah, I'm talking about the green Yuri. And then they say like, oh, the green Yuri, you should have started with that. And yeah, so that's the reason. And I feel like, yeah, it's going to be a great adaptation if it's pulled off. And I feel like there's a very basic formula to pull it off. There are a very few elements that play a role in the story. Music is one. Oh, that reminds me of another point. I'm very scared on thinking, can the name drop music bands like JoJo? If they can, it will be great. If they cannot, then there will be some other names, and I think some immersion is lost. But it's a minute problem. We can get over it as long as the adaptation is good and it makes me feel what the manga made me feel. And yeah, so let's get over the points again. Let's summarize everything. Visual communication style should be converted, and we hope it will be converted. There are some extremely talented workers in Kadokawa and directors in Kadokawa, and they have pulled some good shows off. It's not like they have not pulled some good shows off. So that's done. And then I feel like the art style is done, the music element in it. I feel like the story got famous because of the elements that are in the manga itself rather than the plot for the manga. Obviously the premise is entertaining, but not that entertaining, I think. So even that should be translated. I feel like the whole thing isn't like solely based, is like solely dependent on translation. Like I don't think the animators or the directors really need to go above and beyond like Demon Slayer, where the plot, now the story is really just okayish, but the directors had to go beyond and above to sell you the story, and I don't think that's necessarily the case in this example. And I feel like that's a very good opportunity, and like that's a very good thing because for God's sake, we'll get a good adaptation about my favorite manga in 2023 is the hashtag one webcomic award winner in the next manga awards. I think it was presented by Giggle, and I think the anime man Joey was in it. Oh my god, you should watch those videos because every manga which wins an awards in their video is going to get an anime adaptation, and like that's a surefire way to get an like to know that your anime like your favorite manga is going to get an adaptation. So yeah, when it won an award, I knew that it was going to get an adaptation, but due to the nature of the manga, I thought that it will get an adaptation in a way where it will not be adapted for like a whole season 20 minutes. They will have short episode like 2-minute episodes, and then the episodes are like 20 episodes, so it's like 40 minutes in total. I thought it will be a manga like that, but I hope it gets an adaptation. which is like 20 minutes, 12 episodes. Yeah, and that's that. I've ranted, I think, for too long about this. I hope you're excited for it too. Please be excited about it. And if you can't wait for the adaptation, read it. Read it. I think you should read it from sources which are legal. You should not pirate manga because that does not profit the mangaka in any way. That's my opinion about it. But culture should not exist for people who can afford it, as they say. And yeah, that's that. So yeah, there we go. I hope you are excited about it. I am excited about it. And if you are excited about it, comment down below, like the video, subscribe, contact me, anything. I'm willing to talk about it. I really don't have many friends to talk about it. Many means I have one friend who talks about it and we talk to each other about it. So yeah, we are desperately looking for people. We are desperately looking for a community. Subscribe down below. We can have a chat. Bye bye.